Hey y'all, happy what is it? Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Let's just get this shit show on the road. I guess that's what we're doing today. I'm tired. I'm like exhausted today for some reason. I hope you're all having a great day.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a Vanity Fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Did you guys even know I got yeeted out of there? My internet went and went. I went bye-bye. I don't even know if it paused for you guys or not. I was like, what the hell is happening here? Hey, y'all, hold on. Give me a second. I'm multitasking. I am really tired today. I'm like in slow mode. Ooh, I hope you're all having a great day so far. Hey, Bama. Hey, Boston. Christoph Fan, always. Patty, Tammy, Angie. I hate peas. TLC Bell, Smiles. Was that Justice Winky? Marcy, Quartz, Peg, Sheila, Felony Melanie, Remy, Andy, Fit and Curvy, Emmy, Go Find Me, Soya, LG, Freeside, Scottish Jean, Skip to My Lou, Commander, Kitten Claws, Outlaw. Ooh, am I close to the end? Mercedes, Life Rewinded, Just Lilu, Instant Karma, SN Park, Bobra, Dear Krabby, The Real Angel. How is everybody? How are you guys? I am early today. I was going to come live earlier, but then I was working on something And then I was sitting back, and then I had other things to do, and then I was just like, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm exhausted, y'all. I got to be frank with you guys on some stuff. We need to chat because one of these things is not like the other. These antis, these extreme antis that people are giving life to that have been doing nothing but harass me, go after me, attack me, lie on me because they had it in their heads that I was Katie Joy because I used a voice changer and was anonymous until one of their very own, who is Penelope, who has currently been on Steve's panel doing shows with Steve, doxed the fuck out of me and threatened my kids. That was months ago. I've had it up to here with the bullshit from all of them. I have nothing to do with these people. They are not a factor in anything we talk about. All they've done is lie about people setting Letitia up, framing Letitia. You guys have seen that with your own two eyes. You know what's happened. In there, they're anybody up, they're lying to you. They've continued to let's try it again. Yeeted. My internet's tired today too. No, I've been getting a lot of weird like spam shit and stuff. I keep getting these Xfinity notifications that we keep going in and out too, and I'm like, whatever. And they keep sending me something to secure my internet, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here, y'all? People have lost their minds. Retrograde, Gatorade, haterade, whatever it is. Anyways, back to my point. I'm fucking fed up with the bullshit. I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of anybody thinking that these people are okay. First and foremost, they're blocked over here for a reason. Steve, EKC, Vada, none of those people matter to me. Penelope, all of them need to stay the fuck away from me the furthest across the internet that you ever can. Because first of all, I don't take threats lightly to my children. The first person who did it was Penelope. You've seen the emails, you've seen it. We've gone through all of it. I'm not playing games anymore. I warned you one time. Now the games are up. I've had it with all of the bullshit. Either it stops or I will be doing something about it. That's it. That's all on her. I've had it. I don't know who is responsible for these new set of emails, but I don't give a shit because that person that they're trying to threaten us with and say that it could be her or she could be resurrected, that Nat is a part of the antis. If you noticed in EKC's folder, she's got a whole Natalie folder. Nat was one of these people that they all used for their wrongdoings. She is mentally ill, extremely mentally ill. And if you see a history, you will see that they love to associate themselves with people who are mentally ill. And then they use these people who are mentally ill, who will do insane things such as Vada, to spread all of these narratives that they don't give a shit about. They know they're not real. They know they're lying, but these people will do it because they want to belong. They want to feel like there's something. These people are fucking dangerous. They will threaten your children. I don't care who's responsible for it. It only came from that group of people. No matter which way you turn it, Uni is a part of them. They all have a common hatred of Katie or a use of Katie. I'm sorry, I want nothing to do with you. I don't play with mentally ill people. That is what that group is. You ain't going to threaten me with a mentally ill person across the pond? Mm-mm. You ain't going to try to play games with me and put me in the middle of your shit? Nope, not happening. You are non-factors in anything. You're not a factor in this situation with Uni. You got a letter that you outed. Woo! Yay, big deal. Okay, moving on. That's it. That's all. You guys allow them into your spaces and give them energy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared. Do not get in the DMs with them if you're listening to me. There's reasons for the warnings that we've been given. Uni is on his own. His behavior is a whole nother thing. But this group of people were all once a group of people. They play with mentally ill people to do their wrongdoings. That Natalie Kennett has a name through everybody. She has done horrible things to high-powered attorneys. That's not a joke. These people have no boundaries. They interject themselves in court cases. They don't have any bounds. They will fuck with people's kids, their families. They don't care. We're not going to continue to talk about the emails. I turned it over to law enforcement and I'm handling business like an adult. You want to fuck with me? Let's play games. You will not get to sit here and distract everybody with the chaos and the threats and the nonsense to get away with your bullshit. Guess who we're not talking about? Molly. Guess who has ran EKC for the last 10 fucking months? Molly. Guess who has ran their fake narratives? Molly. I'm tired. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm done with you sick feet, folks. Stay the hell away from me. Stay the hell away from my people. There will be no talking about any of them. They're wannabes. They're has-beens. They're never had. They all come from extreme groups, either the anti-vaxxers or the vaxxers or the conspiracy theorist groups. They have all been a part of this shit for years. They are bored motherfuckers who have nothing better to do with their lives because they are nobodies. All right? You ain't going to be somebody over here either. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. You ain't going to mess with my family. You ain't going to mess with me. You ain't going to mess with people I love. Go the fuck away. Game's up now, Penelope. Game's up, all you people who want to play with my children, threaten my children, and play these stupid games. We don't do that over here. You might not be responsible for these emails right now, but you're responsible for the emails that have been sent before. And you have touted yourself as this mental health professional. Thank God you're not. Thank God you're not, for everybody on the internet. But let me tell you, you do have a code of ethics that you should be following. That's not on me. That's on you. Don't play games over here. The emails are nothing but a distraction. There's been more emails. They're stupid. They try to point blame this way, that way. All of them get riled up. Oh my God, they're going to resurrect a troll. You know what? You haven't resurrected anything yet. Let's resurrect your demons. If you want to do that, I think it's about time you all are seen for who you are. You want to resurrect demons? Let's resurrect all of them. Because some of you are dirty, dirty, dirty and have a long history of being dirty, dirty, dirty. Why do you think they're, look over there, not over here? This is all a distraction. Uni's responsible for Uni's behavior. Letitia wasn't set up or framed. EKC still as irrelevant today as she was fucking a year ago when I didn't know who she was. That is still sitting on a fucking toilet, shitting on graves. Steve's still trying to get in every young girl's DM because he wants to have a sex cult. I mean, come on. Uni's still playing his stupid games of, I didn't lie, even though I lie about not lying. I mean, come on, people. There ain't no more to this. You've got a bunch of mentally ill people who are mentally ill that hate each other because they've all exposed each other. Because they've all exposed their own asses, basically. But they can't get over the fact that they've all exposed their own asses and somebody else is to blame for it. So they just continue to do this. That's it. That's all. I'm sick of it. You ain't going to run me anywhere. Not one of you. You're a Tuesday morning. I see you for what you are. Why do you think they played with Erica? Why do you think they entertained her? Who do you think helped her get her RO on KJ? Steve. Why do you think they entertained that? Because she's not stable. She doesn't make rash decisions for herself. Therefore, that's an easy target for them to use for their manipulation. They're all manipulative. They all run very high control groups around them because either you think just like them or you're not one of them. Either you are controlled by the masses or you're not a part of them. Do you understand? This is how these groups work. Their extreme beliefs on every little thing, and then they flip-flop like the wind. If it's more here, more there. That's it. Uni can just sit the fuck down. He's like a fucking cakewalk. We haven't even exposed hardly anything on him yet, y'all. Like, he's fucking twirling and whirling and shaking his pom-poms over there, and he needs to sit on down because if he thinks this week was rough, he did this to himself. We haven't even started exposing who he really is. There's a whole lot more to that motherfucker that you guys don't know. And I'm sitting back watching everybody's comments going, don't shoot the messenger when I tell you guys. Do your research. Now, you know how I don't like to just tell you about it, right? So let me play you something. I was doing some clips today. Hopefully it'll play because my internet's in and out. If it doesn't, it will sooner or later. But I want to play a few clips that I happen to really find important in this situation to kind of explain the gravity of this situation, that these people are all the same. Please take the warning that I'm giving to you. I don't entertain these people for a reason. They've been dangerous the entire time. All we want to do is point out the bad actors who are exploiting cases and tragedies and their victims. That's it. These people do nothing but distract for chaos, pure and utter chaos. They love chaos. Why do you think they're in Queen Bee's chat? It's divisive. They play a game of trying to go at creators, trying to get creators to talk shit about each other, trying to do these things. Oh, well, you're letting those people up there. You're letting them speak. No, she's got an open panel. She's got an open policy. That don't mean she's buying your bullshit. Your history all provides itself. People aren't stupid out here anymore, people. You met the right ones this time, group. You met the right ones. They railroaded Charlotte. Granted, Charlotte has done a whole lot of shit, but she had a whole lot of issues with this group, I'm sure, too. Uni had issues with this group. EKC's had issues. Steve, all of them. They are all over the place. They will all tell you stories about each and every one of them. And it depends on which the group hates at that time. And it just fluctuates. But again, you don't have to take my word for it. Again, I didn't plan on playing any of the antis content because that wasn't really my thing. I don't really care about them. They're not relevant. But in order to put this where it's at, no, I'm not saying she's a victim. I'm just saying that all of them have had their fucking issues and they've done this and they've done that. They've all claimed victim status. They've all, oh, this one went at me. They do this. As soon as Uni got pissed off, he started sharing Vada stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't started sharing Charlotte's shit. Like, that's how they move is what I'm getting at, y'all. I'm not taking sides. I want nothing to do with any of them. Anyways, this is from Unveiling the Masks. I'm just going to play the audio for it because for some reason I'm having internet issues and hear it. It's like whack-a-mole, Boston. It's like whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole. I just want the baseball bat, though, to whack everybody, okay? That's probably not a good idea. And by the way, you guys, I'm an infographic now. There's a cycle of nonsense. There's an anger stage. Bitch, you haven't even seen me angry yet. You better sit down. If you think you know anything about me, you better check with people that actually know me. That's all I got to say on that. Don't fuck with people that you don't know. You don't know who I know, and you don't know anything about me. Really, you think you know all this stuff. You turn me into an infographic. You better hope I stay that infographic and don't become a real fixture in your life. Single white female syndrome out here is something else, let me tell you. All right, let's go. Let me turn the volume up.
This isn't the world we live in.
These are old clips from Unveiling the Mask. This was from 3 years ago. This is from 2019. The reason I'm playing this is because there's a reason for it. Just wait. I don't know whose channel this is. Don't care.
Keep digging the hole.
This isn't the world we live in. I don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Wrong.
That's Katie you're hearing.
And I'll tell you where you're wrong right now.
Tell us, Uni.
You're right to an extent. You don't have to prove shit to anyone until you make a claim. That's where you just messed up so royally. So for you guys that don't know what my YouTube channel has done, my main channel and this channel, I have been saying for over 3 years on this platform, don't believe anything on the internet unless there's evidence. My channel says you need evidence, because if you don't
believe anything on the internet unless there's evidence. I think Uni needs a dictionary slapped upside his head, because I don't think he understands the definition of evidence. You're not law enforcement, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of hearing these words. By the way, can we stop saying patterns of behavior? Can we just say shit spin cycles? Because that's all it is. No, I appreciate everybody, but I'm like, oh my God, me and this patterns of behavior, I annoy myself with it at this point, because they have very obvious patterns of behavior. Hey, y'all popping in. Thanks for coming over and hanging out with us.
Don't have it, you're going to get conned. You're going to get lied to. You're going to get misled. That's why I do what I do. And I give even the accused, even the one that's out there doing all this crazy stuff, I give their side, because you need to hear everything. You need every piece of everything, every piece of evidence out there. You shouldn't make up your mind unless you have it. That's the issue. You came up against me, right? I knew that I could freaking expose I already had like 500 lies that you've told, and that I could easily document in a video, and got a bunch of views. But instead, I said, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give you time. I'm going to let Katie prove her side. Why would anyone who are the people in the world that say that you don't need evidence? Who are the people out there that say, we don't need evidence? They're usually the ones making a false claim, or a number of false claims. In fact, I'll go.
And one thing in this group that is very, very obvious is how they circle talk. So they will make bold claims, and then they will tell you that they will provide evidence. But what they do instead of providing evidence is they sell you a story. So they start to sell you a story. They tell you all this. There's a dramatic climax. There's all of these things that happen throughout the story. And the entire time they're spinning you on a complete circle, and you forget about the initial claims that they're going to show you evidence. And by the time that they're done taking you on a spin cycle, you believe what they're saying without even seeing the proof. That is what these people are masters of doing.
As far as to say, I can't think of a single logical reason any human being would say that
their arguments defy all logic. That's why somebody like me, who actually did debate in high school, can argue a freaking brick wall, basically, because I'm just obnoxious. Maybe that's my thing. But these people cannot actually debate. They don't really have an argument. They're used car salesmen. They have a good sales pitch, but it's the art of confusion. It's not factual. It's the art of confusing your target audience. That's exactly what it is.
Evidence is bad unless they're making a lot of false claims. Got me? Okay.
Maribel, the cops didn't tell you to stop talking about these content creators? No. No, they didn't. Why would you be so worried about what I'm doing over here? I'm not the one making threats to people. I'm going to continue to do exactly what I'm doing. And you're going to continue to do exactly what you're doing, but you're going to do it somewhere else because you're a dumb bitch. Okay, goodbye. Okay. I had enough of her yesterday, by the way. Yeah, that was coming. I put up with it yesterday. Not today.
It's making a false claim.
Here's another part.
A false claim, or a number of false claims. In fact, I'll go as far as to say, I can't think of a single logical reason any human being would say
I know exactly where she belongs.
Is bad unless they're making a lot of false claims. Got me? Okay.
You got that, you guys? You just understood that, right? You understood how all of this is supposed to go, right? You heard it from his words. Oh, Nerdali, yeah, she was in here just like seeking attention. Like they're the pick me girls, you know, these women. And I hate to say this, if this is a reflection, I'm sorry. Please don't be like these girls. But these are 40-year-old women who, a lot of them are single. Some of them have significant others, who some of them have kids, some of them don't, who are lacking something inside of them. They're wanting to belong to something. That's not a bad thing. There's a lot of people that are just in their 40s trying to find out who they are. But these group of people that they gravitate to are the pick me girls because they want to belong to something. Again, we all want to feel included. We all want to be picked. But this is a very specific personality that they go for and attach themselves to. And in my opinion, again, very, very obviously unstable personalities too. And they see that in them. They're easy to manipulate because they want to be a part of something. It's really actually sad at the end of the day. It's really fucking sad. But please don't ever be one of those girls. That's what these girls go in. They come in these chats and completely defy logic just to spin a narrative of somebody else's. It's not even their own narrative. And as soon as you call them out, they get so butthurt. There's one that just continues to go to chats because I called her out the other day and said, I don't basically give a shit about what you think. And she is so butthurt about that. She carries it so hard. And it like determined how she felt about everything in this. She completely ignores any facts now. She'll sit in chats. But because I hurt her feelings and I didn't pick her, she's so upset. It's wild, but I'm not joking. And those of you who know who I'm talking about know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, by the way, you just admitted one other thing. You admitted your channel is not a channel for reporting. Your channel is a drama channel. I don't mind because I like drama.
So he's calling Katie a drama channel. Again, this was 3 years ago. This was just some bullshit. I just thought it was funny and quite ironic, the statements that are made in this. But this is when he's attempting to call Katie out. Now, over the years, that relationship has flip-flopped back and forth. Again, that's why all the chaos started over here, because they assumed that I was Katie or I was working with Uni or I was associated with them. No, never have been. But this all started years ago for them.
Drama channels. I love Keenan's channel as much as he does a lot.
Don't
of
be a
stuff
pick me.
too, but still, I like watching drama channels sometimes. I'm not going to hate drama channels, but you, Katie,
you are a drama channel, dude. You came from the makeup community. You know more about makeup than I fucking do. And my daughter does makeup. Let's be honest.
100%.
By the way, fuck you for going at Tati. I like Tati. Dumbasses.
You just admitted it to the whole world. You are not a reporter. You are not an investigator. You're not.
Darby C, she did not use Uni because Uni doesn't do his own research. He absolutely. Katie Joy. KJ is Katie Joy without a crystal ball. Uni doesn't do his research. It's the group that he built around him. And you know what? You also got to understand that in these high control settings and groups like this, there's a deconditioning fact that has to happen afterwards too. So even though people have left Uni, they have not left that group mentality. Without that group, a lot of them don't even have identities anymore. Do you understand that? Or who they have become to so many people. It's brand new to them. It's a whole new world, literally. And I hate to say that because it's just social media, but these are the people who get into televangelist bullshit. These are the people who get into the conspiracy theories, the extreme groups. They are easy to manipulate into those belief systems. And it's really sad, but it is a decompression, deconditioning. It's very cult mentality. It's a high control setting. It doesn't even have to be about religion. That's what people don't understand, is it's about control.
Not taking stories from around the internet and filtering them in, fact checking them, and giving people the truth. You are drama. Yeah, drama.
You're drama.
Have to prove.
Yeah, drama, and you sound like you're on some Dramamine or something, because you're just like, can you talk a little faster?
That I'm not a good person or that lies about me are.
No, you don't need to prove if you're not a good person or not. Who gives a shit? Be the worst person on the planet, Katie, whatever. At least prove your claims. When you make a claim about somebody else.
All right, Uni, be the worst person in the world. Be that person. Sell your sites, but prove all these fucking shit that you've said lately, because you've been spewing a lot of bullshit out of that mouth with nothing to back it up. And your circle jerk over here of word salad doesn't work. Doesn't work. You should probably try it in another avenue, because it's never going to work over here. We're done. We haven't even hardly shown you for who you are. This is about your behavior, nobody else. We're not going to deal with the distractions. That is what it is. You continue to fuck with me. I'll continue to handle it the way it's going to be. We're going to still talk about your behavior. It is what it is.
At least prove that, or else no one's going to believe you other than the sycophants. You're going to have, this is bad for you, Katie. I'm telling you, you can look at my history on YouTube. I know this stuff. Only people you're going to have left after saying this stuff and being this is going to be a group of trolls and a group of sycophants that just believe everything you say. They're typically not the kind that...
What do you think he's got left? A group of trolls and a group of sycophants. That's what he's calling them at that time. By the way, he developed his own like language that we need. Like, you've almost got to like decondition people from using the stupid language that he uses, which is really ironic, but that's not a lie either. You'll hear a lot of it as we go through stuff of his. It's fucking wild.
Really devote themselves to supporting you. They're just there for the lulz. So you're going to give up a group of dedicated people that support the truth and support evidence and support what's real because somebody puts the time, the effort, and the work into bringing those things to you. Got me?
We got you. We got you. You've done completely opposite of everything that you said you were going to. Totally got you.
You're giving up the supporters. They're like that, and you're exchanging them for a group of lolcows.
Think about what's the current climate. I know this was 3 years ago, but think about the current climate right now. Tell me that that's not a full circle.
Group of people that will support you no matter what, but will only
Hey,
be
Phoenix.
there 1% of the time when it fits their generalized need.
False. It is up to the person.
Yeah. Sheila, people, please listen to some of these people in the comment section. I know you don't know them, but if you have questions, ask. They've been here. They've kept me out of the trenches of some horrible shit. Even though it still happened, they still kept me out of DMs with these people. And these are not Uni's people. They're not their people. They're people who have sat here and watched all of it for years. And there's many of them, and all of them will tell you the same thing. Run for your lives. And there's a cat behind my thing that's falling out of the window. Can you be done now? Can you be done, my friend? Can you be done? She's like, what do you want, Mom? Okay, let's continue.
Person that's levying the accusation to prove that these are true than it is for me to prove that they are false.
And then now it is up for you. Oh my God. Bessie, did you hear that? What?
Okay, so listen, you heard Katie say that same thing, right? You just heard Katie say that logic. Now listen to how he spins this. However, this is the basis of how these people work. This is how they manipulate. This is how they spin the stories. They're spin doctors, and they're not any different. They have all learned the tricks of the trade. And I find it really interesting that this group also researched high control groups and thinks they expose high control groups when themselves are a high control group. Like, it's the fucking weirdest shit ever.
What?
So weird.
Then it is up to you to prove your accusation that I said what you claim I said. It is up to you to prove your accusation that I have said horrible things about you. It is up to you to prove all the nasty things you said about me and all the nasty things that you said about Steve McRae and your moderators and Leslie.
Ta-da! Again, this was before him and Steve fell out. He was singing Steve's praises against Katie. They were buddies. He was buddies with Elle. That changed. But history continues to be very present with all of their movements.
You don't like it when people get logical, do you?
None of them have logic.
Commentate against you, do you? You don't like criticism. I've been here for a minute, and I know the kind of people that don't like criticism, right? You should, I love it when somebody does this. I do, because it gives me a chance to rip their commentary to shreds like I just did. I
just ripped them to shreds. Yeah. Like, what is up with all the big bald fucking, like, I'm gonna own you. freaking, like, what is this shit? I'm gonna get you, yeah, dude. Like, he's not the only one that does it either. Like, it's this personality, and why the fuck are they all around me? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. I'm starting to do a self-reflection, by the way, because for some reason I have a tendency of finding a lot of people that are the same personality that's really unstable. And I have a real hard time because I'm a fixer. Like, I need to fix all of them. And I just got to understand my boundaries here. There ain't nothing that's going to fix some of them, in my opinion, besides a lot of therapy. A lot of therapy. And I don't got time for that.
Just tore your clip to shreds. It's done. It's
Torn.
gone. It just blew away in the wind. Literally owned you with your own words. And that's all.
I told you. By the way, Nick, if you ever start talking like this when you're on Queen Bee's panel, I'm coming up on the panel and just yell at you just for that. If you ever start doing that, like, raw, even though I would expect it out of Nick because he does commentary for MMA fights. Like, I expect it out of Nick. Like, I would expect Nick to talk like that, but he doesn't. I'm like, Nick, maybe we should have you commentate on the fight. Give us like a breakdown of all the, like, the drama from a fight perspective, like the commentator. That would be great.
Only 1% of what I can do. That's only one.
That's only 1% of what he was capable of. 1%. Okay, next clip. I can't remember whose the channel this is from, to be honest. Give me a second. I think I have it.
Yeah, Navy. I'm just so sick of, like, that's the reason I did that vote. Is EKC boring? And like 262 votes said yes, and 0 said no, because I'm sick of this shit.
So at this point in time, next clip, he was going at EKC. Just again, showing you guys that there's history between them. Immature bullshit history. Her and him have been going back and forth. Again, I can be very sure about a few things. Her hatred of Uni is one of those things that I don't have to see. Her hatred of random people is very apparent. But it's been there for years.
I'm sick of liars. Liars disrespect the people they're fucking talking to. They literally are spitting in your face with it.
Liars disrespect the people that they're lying to. Just remember these things. These are words of advice from Uni. Okay?
With every lie, with every manipulation, with every gaslight, they are spitting on you, and I'm sick of it. I'm tired of, you know.
Oh yeah, Sheila. They all.
Liars? Because they're fucking demeaning you. That's why. They are.
Liars are demeaning you. Well, Uni, what do you think you just did to everybody then? Well, fuck, oh dear.
And I'm done with it. Fuck them. I mean it. Fuck them, dude. Fuck them.
Sheila, was this one of his last communities that he stormed out of? Fuck him, dude. Fuck him.
Mike Hanna.
I can't remember.
It means that I don't have all of that fucking lag, dude. You know, someone in my chat, like a random account, was saying that, like, last stream, was saying that I was only talking about this because of the views. I was only, like, today, I only went back and talked about the doxing and the shit like that was going on because of the views. When have I ever gotten views talking about any of this subject going back a year or two? When? Please tell me where the views have been with me talking about these guys doxing and stalking and all of that. I swear to God, I can go look at my channel and see that there is no views in this subject whatsoever.
There's no views in the subject of doxing, Uni. According to you, I don't know what you're whining about. Everybody making money off your non-dox, because it's not a dox. No matter which way you try to turn it, it's not a dox. But back then you were saying there's no money talking about people who, Sheila, I thought so, who talk about doxing. So why do you got your panties in a wad over there? I don't understand.
You know what I'm saying, maybe? You know what I'm saying? What's this?
I'm being told on Twitter how I'm minimizing threats to women.
All right, let's have
You are, Aaron. You did minimize threats.
He said you did minimize threats to women. He's playing a clip from EKC, and he's calling her out for minimizing threats to women, which she has, by the way. Please do your research before going down that hole. There is a whole lot there. There was a whole report that she read out on Little Red's channel. Is that correct? On another female. Like, she's as dirty as the rest of them. Don't let her try to fool you, y'all. They're just the same. But this is a history lesson of they have hated each other for years. Let them fight it out. Uni lied to all of us about a letter. Uni's own behavior is what got Uni in this situation. She's not involved. She used her connection to Molly and JLR to get the letter from JLR. We can't discount Molly's involved in this whole thing too. Like, EKC has been one of her mouthpieces all along. The crossover is fucking crazy.
It's two women. Erin.
Phoenix, yep.
Erin.
Do you hear how he's just mocking her though? That's a very personal thing between them, is what I'm telling you. Sheila's exactly right. They cannot let it go. They fester and have festered. That has been a boil that's been festering to pop. Their hatred for each other and this little game that they're playing and running around to chats. By the way, he don't fucking work. So he pops into a chat and says, I got to go to work really fast, but I'm going to tell you this, this, and this, and self-promote this. They canceled themselves years ago because of this bullshit. They cannot grow because nobody believes them because they lie out their ass. Oh, Phoenix, I'm so sorry. Hold on, y'all. Kyle's calling me right quick. Sorry, y'all. Kyle had to call me and tell me he's going to measure another job on his way home. So anyways, okay, let's go back to this now. Okay, now I want to play a clip from, what's her name? PJ's, let me find her channel. I'll link it in the thing, but hold on, let me find her channel. Yes, before you say she's a Dolly's mod. I know this, but she was also Uni's mod. It's PJ's Not So Secret Diary. This is the clip from her. This is from when they all left. A big group of his mods left a while ago. This is very important to hear because it's the same perspective that's happening now to a lot of the situation around him. We're going to not play all of it. Again, PJ's Not So Secret Life. Not So Secret Diary. Not So Secret Diary. And I'll share it in the thing too. Hold on.
And the thing is I go back to all the previous relationships that he burned to the ground.
Oops, sorry.
That's the one thing that when he let that slip with Katie, I had watched him hold all these other creators to this standard, or if not a higher one, to where whenever they did one thing, he would flip on it and then make content on that, you know, what they had done wrong or whatever. And that's really what made me mad, because he did do that. He held everyone to this higher, like this extremely high standard, but then when it came to her, he just couldn't see it. And I know that it's not that he just...
So she's talking about Uni's double standard for Katie. We've talked about that a little bit back and forth. Yeah, I wish she would too. She's got some good ones up there. But she is talking about how it's been this back and forth between Uni and Katie for years. Hence why all of this still goes on. Hence why when Katie got in the Marvon story, all of the shit came and came here.
Just can't see it. He can see it. And also, you're right. It gaslights the way his word salad is talking in circles.
Hey y'all,
I can't even stand to listen to one of his periscopes or streams, because he literally changes. He goes back and forth so much, and it infuriates me because I can spot it now like crazy. And
you know,
I can feel that on such a level. Going back and looking now, I can see it. But I want you to hear, like, we keep getting all these people, like, there's no way you didn't know all of these things. Listen to every single person that has called him out. They will tell you the same things. They did not see it until they saw it. And then once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And you can go back and look and point it out. And you're like, how the frick? But there's so much going on because that's how they move. With any of them comes 8 of them. And they all start just railing on one thing, and they take different sides, and it's chaos, complete and utter chaos.
I know exactly what you mean. Now, when I hear him talk, I'll go back 2-3 streams and I can just pick out inconsistent.
To my understanding, this gentleman's name is Moderate Extremist, who was one of his mods. He is a part of the extremes, from my understanding. So again, take caution to what you hear, but this was his experience after leaving uni as a mod. Again, this is not about, they're not even like really trashing him. I want to give you a perspective of the history, because they also, if they leave one side, they automatically go to the other side. For this group of people, it's one or the other. You can't be in the gray area. Yeah, you can. We're on our own island. We don't need any of this bullshit, period, point blank. Nobody's putting up with it. But that's how they move. If you leave one side, you automatically, 99% of them go to the other, or vice versa.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. I can't do it anymore either. That's why this is kind of going to be a finale for me covering him, because I need a break. I've been watching too many of his streams. There's other things to watch. I'd rather watch paint dry or somebody fix.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
I never thought I'd agree with one of those guys, but I'm with you. I'd rather watch paint dry too.
It's like I'm.
Oh, just Britt was asking if Uni actually makes money on YouTube.
I don't know. That's a good question. He must make some. I think he probably makes more from.
It's his job, dude. Duh.
Yeah.
Same things. This was when a group of 10 of his mods left him because of a fallout. Again, listen to the history of these people. There's so much here, but that fight is not the same as ours.
Yeah.
He works hard day and night. I would think so.
He's grinding them out. He's grinding out them banger videos.
Oh boy, banger. That's another word.
Banger videos. I'm going to have another banger for you tomorrow. It's like, what exactly are you talking about? I don't think I want that.
Clarissa the Worm, say that louder. Steve and Uni, both lying pieces of shit. Amen.
No.
Welcome, by the way.
I'm so glad I don't have unique lingo in my mind anymore. I can't even think of anything to say because I haven't watched.
They called it Unilingo. Unilingo. I encourage, this is a really long interview. I just took a clip of it, but this was actually a very interesting breakdown to listen to. And I really appreciated the history of what they experienced.
Said it so well.
I'm not gonna lie, I talk to the dog like he is my dude.
Dog's going to bite you if you keep that up.
Oh, that's probably why he snorts.
I cut the rest of that up. Hold on just a second. Uh-oh. Hold on. My phone just froze. Is my internet kicking back on? Hold on, y'all. We might have to shuffle. Actually, I could probably just pull it from her channel if it'll work. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me find the part. Hold on. Can you guys hear that? There was a bunch of them that left at the time. So hold on just a second. I'm going to get to where they bring in. Hold on. Here we go. There. Okay, hold on. Let me do it this way. Let me give you this way. Hold on. all these YouTube lovely things. Okay.
From his channel last August. Not
Got audio now? Jacob has a question. Hold on. Sound of silence. Gotcha. Jacob, where is it? I'm not seeing it. Hold on just a moment. Oh, Shyster, hold on. Oh, he hasn't asked it yet. Okay, go ahead. I'm paying attention. I'll sit here and wait until you're done. I don't know who Jacob is. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can ask me anything, but. Oh, is it a troll? I mean, that's totally fine too. I don't care. He just asked. He's a troll. Okay. I'm like, I don't care. Okay. Hold on. I've got it cut out where I want it to be.
okay, and the thing about he gets paid by Katie Joy. Okay.
Okay, so this is a rumor that's been going around for a long time. Let me go back a little bit.
Get him out. It's great.
Let me go back. Okay, let's start here.
Oh, just Britt was asking if Uni actually makes money on YouTube.
I don't know. That's a good question. He must make some. I think he probably makes more from.
It's his job, dude. Duh.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
It's going to play now.
Yeah.
He works hard day and night. I would
Yeah. He's grinding them out. He's grinding out them banger videos.
Oh boy, banger. That's another word.
Banger videos. I'm going to have another banger for you tomorrow. It's like, what exactly are you talking about? I don't think I want that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so glad I don't have Unit Ringo in my mind anymore. I can't even think of it.
Y'all, I can't see him, so just block him. He's obviously got me blocked. I don't know why, if it's just the internet or why I can't see him, but I can't see him. If one of my mods is in here, will you just block him out of here? Especially if he's asking inappropriate stuff.
Anything to say because I haven't watched it in so long.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie,
that's
I
who it
thought
is.
that
No,
dog
never
like
mind.
he is my dude.
Is it the weird one?
Dude.
Dog's going to bite you if you keep that up.
Damn it.
It's probably
I know
why
who
he's
it is.
starting-
Probably.
I can't remember what troll account it was, though.
And the thing about he gets paid by Katie Joy. Okay. Now I don't have any proof of this. He gets paid by Katie Joy except last December when he came out with a video, and I have the screenshot of the Discord, which I didn't put out until he started lying about me. And it was somebody tagged Katie, and Uni did this video where he said, "We proved it, we got him," and Katie said, "Check your PayPal." This was, I guess, in his video that he thought. That's
been a rumor that's gone around. People will say that she pays him, he's on her payroll, that his husband or her husband has admitted it. There's been screenshots dropped on the antis. Again, that's their fight. They go back and forth about the stupidest shit. But that's a rumor that even the mods say it was more about the super chats, but this is her experience. Again, most of these things, Kyle, ring a bell, asking similar questions. Isn't there a weird Kyle that's been around forever? It's not my Kyle, that's for sure. And I can't see him either.
Already proved that the screenshots were fake or something. I don't know. But that's the only proof that I have that she paid him for something. I don't know how much she gave him. I don't necessarily think it was really money. It was more her subs. Like, I mean, he straight up told me he gained 2,000 subs every time she mentioned him. It was 100 to 200 subs. It was, you know, just different things. I think it was a little bit of everything. And getting back.
So their relationship was more about opportunities on everything, not just the money part, the subs, all of the clicks, the views. And she says, let me rewind this.
Back and see.
getting back at Steve. Getting back at Steve. Bye, Phoenix. Have a good night. That's part of the big issue here.
I mean, if you think about it, that's his only tool to use against Steve now. I mean, Kyle doesn't work anymore. I mean, and again, I don't know what happened with Katie and Steve. I don't care to know what happened. I've heard so much that it's just all a blur in my mind, and that's what I think Uni's good at, is clouding people's judgment and making things to where they can't be clear, polarizing topics to where there's one side and another side and they fight with each other.
Do you hear what she's saying? Yeah, the money piece of it's here nor there, but that's a big part of it that they try to stick to. Again, here nor there. It's about all the other things. It's about their hatred. But this is really important, what she says, the polarizing topics. This is exactly what he does now. They're divisive in their movements too.
Another side and they fight with each other. And so I just try not to make a decision on any of that. It doesn't affect my life, and so I don't deal with it. But yeah.
I think you're right. And ultimately, the stuff does come to light even when you try and gaslight your audience. There were a couple of super chats that were visible to everybody. Katie and her husband send him super chats on every stream where it's like very visible, and then they joke about it, how here's your payment for the day. You know, none of us really know 100%.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Dodger was one of the most loyal Unirock followers he's one of the most.
Do you hear what she's talking about? Now she's talking about another ex-mod that was previously with him, somebody that was extremely loyal. Again, patterns. These are things that have happened before. The fallouts, the gaslighting, all of them saying that this has never happened, none of this bullshit. This is just again, patterns of behavior.
As loyal people you'll know, and I love Dodger to death, and he treated Uni with nothing but respect and kindness, and he did everything for Uni. Was there in his streams till late at night, sharing links, did everything, and he got shit on too.
This is one of Uni's ex-mods named PJ. PJ's Not So Secret Diary is her channel name. I'll link it in the description when we're done.
That's his story to tell, but maybe one day will. I don't know, but I just wanted to say that.
Right, because us 4 mods here weren't the only ones that left right around the same time. He says it was 3 or 4, but it was more like 10.
10.
Yeah, and an admin.
And Glow left because Glow left the day after I left, and he left because of the way they treated me when they took my admin wrenches. And he literally left my tweet in the admin room and said, I don't agree with this. You could have done this. I'm gone. And that was at that point his only clips channel that he had left.
See, do you guys understand the history here? Same thing. Lost his closest people, his clip channels that do his clipping, all of the things. Yeah, that's always been something that they throw out there and they try to get to kick off and stuff. That's one thing that they always say. That I was even posting screenshots about, is she on the payroll? It's so much different than what people think. This is just more control shit than actual payroll stuff.
And I don't know. It was just.
Well, you know, he didn't take care of Glow.
No.
When I first joined and hooked up with that server at Uni's, Glow just lost his channel. And that first time, Uni really pushed everybody to go resubscribe to Glow's new channel. And a lot of people did, and he got his subs back. Then it happened again, and Uni never said a word. And it took Glow forever to get those subs back. He didn't promote him. He wasn't helping him.
Again, using another channel to build credibility when it's convenient for him. And then when it's not convenient, it doesn't matter anymore. These are just the same fucking things.
And
no, because Glow wasn't covering that content that Uni was covering at the time.
Yeah, he got a raw deal. Because, you know, Glow put a lot of time and a lot of work in and handled a lot of things for him. And, you know, didn't get nothing out of it. At least not that second time, because Uni was too busy in the makeup community with Katie.
I'm posting the questions on the screen when I see them. Here's one.
Yeah, I love Glow. Glow's, that's one. If anything that came out of uni, it's my friendship that I made, and Glow is one of my best friends. He doesn't talk very much. He's not into the drama. He's not going to do that, and I respect him for it, but I love Glow and I have a lot of respect for him.
Ditto.
It's really sad, though, because the divisive nature of how this group works, they tried to break up all of the relationships that the mods had formed. And you're going to hear about that in a minute. There's a reason why I'm playing this, because it's exactly the same shit that's happening now within his own group, and then the infighting that they all create.
Ditto. I'll take on Ann's question. Why did you, Matt, spend so much time doing free work for uni? Why not? It was fun. When we were
Listen to this explanation. This is probably the best explanation that I've heard so far. The question was, why did you mods spend so much time doing free work for uni?
doing that, and he was putting the content out, and we were having a really good time in the Discord and in the live streams. His live streams used to be pretty big, and there was a lot of people in there that we were all friends with, and it was like a family.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, you know. It worked out good for everybody. When that started to deteriorate, it felt more like a job, and that's why we quit doing it.
I don't think people realize how
they felt it was a family. They had built close relationships, but do you understand that they're not even as close with uni as they became to the people in the Discord around? Same thing that we're seeing. Uni defended the family. You know, he left uni, but he's still defending the family. Tell me that's not cultish. I mean, it, in my opinion, it definitely is, but it even happened back then. Nothing's changed.
much of
Just different characters.
a friendship you end up building with people when you spend so much time in a Discord setting, either talking in voice or talking in just chat in Discord. It was more or less the friendships that we built with each other over anything else.
Yeah, I agree. It was.
Yeah.
And yeah, and we were close to his subs. I mean, we because you see, Uni says, get with my mods. Well, back then that wasn't a problem. We all got along. We just talked to people and interacted, and that's how it just was. They would just come to his mods to get to Uni.
Did you hear that? Same thing. They would come to his mods to get to Uni. Same exact thing.
Wasn't something Uni just threw out, but it's just something that just was there. So.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked really well, you know. And like I said, for me, when that happened with Probot, and I, tried to make all that work out, and I ended up getting caught in the middle of that. Thank God Probot was cool enough to understand, Uni just dropped the ball. That's when it stopped working for me.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing. There's a couple of things that happened like that with me in between people that I'd grown friendships with in Uni. Whatever happened, and then for him not to hold, her to the same standard, and I had sat here and thrown away relationships or people that, or just whatever, and that's just why it didn't work with me. And Steve, you're right. He literally, he probably still has the Periscope up now. If he doesn't, I've got it recorded in clips of it. But he literally named me in a Periscope because I had my friend OG1 Kenobi make a meme because he was wearing a mask on stream, and I was looking at it and I'm like, this dude looks like Hannibal Lecter, and so I sent it to OG.
How many of you remember that meme? I'm sure a lot of you do.
And I got OG, who's one of my really good friends. He made a meme and it was so funny, and I put it on Twitter. Well, Uni still says he's never seen that meme, but that is the meme that sparked the 4-day Periscope streams of him.
Oh, he's seen that
shit
meme,
about
me.
Yeah, he literally tweeted, and no, I haven't seen your meme, Hannah, where he told me to go to hell and that I was blocked, all because of a meme. So I lost my admin and mod privileges because I called him Katie Rock in Sense chat, and
she called him Katie Rock. and got her stuff yanked.
He blocked me and told me to go to hell and called me all these crazy names and all these lies about me because of me and my show. They were fucking hilarious, man, like I said.
Well, and since then, he's totally changed it and flipped it again because he's the flipper. And he's like, oh, I miss Hannah. I love her. She can come back anytime she wants.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you told her to go to hell and all this other shit.
The flip-flopping was current back then, too. I knew you were going to say it. She
doesn't, dude, your do-rag's too tight, man.
He literally did. He has little scary scenes to me. Yeah, so the night that we all went into a stream, me, Dodge, you were there, Lee was there. I just seen him the night all those people lost their YouTube channel. Like, he was sitting there, and he did not even realize all that had happened on YouTube that day. He was just concerned about what he had to say about Steve and Kyle and all of whatever that shit was going on at the time. He didn't even realize what had happened, which I know because somebody there told me that. And they didn't realize even while we were all there or anything, but he
didn't care about what was going on with all the other channels. All he cared about was getting his message out about Steve. Again, their personal issues.
So I was talking in the chat, and he's like, oh, really, Hannah? You'll have to come and sit down and tell me someday. And it's like, I mean, oh, yeah, I'll message you on your blocked Twitter. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's laughable, but he's changed it so many times.
Dad has a question on screen.
Let me look. Let me see. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is going to piss people off, but that's nothing new to me. Some of those people that stayed, that watched this, he promoted them. One of them I vouched for. And that person likes to swap cat gifts with another person in there that's close to the server, and I'll leave it at that. And, you know, I kind of think some of those people, they were more concerned about the hierarchy of that server than any friendships that I developed with them. Not speaking for all of them, because there's a couple of people I really loved dearly in there that are still in there. I just don't see them participating too much. Leads me to believe they don't want to be. They don't want to be caught in a mess. But the ones that stayed, that got promoted, that ghosted me, that's really no sweat off me. That's so be it. You know, they like I told Uni, you wanted your prima donna, you got her. I'm telling them, you wanted your uni rock, you got your uni pebble. Enjoy them.
There's another question.
Same thing. Some people left now because of their standards and didn't want to be around for it, and others stayed because of the hierarchy of the server. It seems like, isn't that wild? Freaking wild. I just can't with this shit.
Question.
Yeah, Brandy, I saw that, Brandy, and that's what he does with everybody. I could see what he was doing at the time. Like, I can see it before he even does it, and it made me mad for you. Like, I mean, because I'll be honest with you, you were a dick to Dilly one night, and so I didn't really like you. I mean, I don't know you, but y'all had kind of got into it, and so I am very protective over Dilly, and but I felt bad for you because I saw what he was doing, and it was bullshit. I mean,
I felt bad for you too, Brainy. I got on Twitter, but yeah, I never really got to know you. You were in there when I was in there, but we never talked. But when I seen what he was doing, it's like, oh, I know exactly what that feels like. I know exactly what that.
It is. It sucks to see. I mean, when somebody else goes through it.
It's no fun. You handled it well. I will say that. You went right on to
another one that they went after. Now, I'm going to play another clip. I encourage you to go over to PJ's Not So Secret Diary and watch that video. It's actually pinned on our channel. It's very informative, but you're going to see a lot of the same current movements with the new group of people and what we've been watching now. I'm going to play another short clip, and this one, again, is from Moderate Extremist. I said I wasn't going to do this, but these are important because they're bringing these names up currently in this space that have nothing to do with it. This is their shit. The Nat, all of that. I'm going to let you listen.
Unirock calls death threat. And then we're going to wrap it up. And I'll let you go about your day. I am going to play a portion of his Twitter scope today where he once again defames me. I know he's upset with me, and I know why. And I'll just reiterate it right now. He let KJ dox a member of his Discord that was also a channel member. He covered for her. He then basically kicked.
Do you remember me talking about that?
The person that got doxed. And then I exposed him for it months later. And Keemstar took my video and trolled him with it. And he really got butthurt. And he's still really butthurt. Because it just proved he's full of shit. And he hung out with somebody that he darn well knew was a doxer the whole time. He's a doxer. You know what? I don't care what he says. If you've ever been a mod for him, you know damn well when he wants information, he doesn't care what you got to do to find it. Him and his YBI. You know, God forbid.
The YBI. There you go again. This is all of their bullshit.
Anybody's got a situation where they need to do a GoFundMe. You can best believe Uni and his band of merry idiots is going to look up everything in your life, including your parents, right down to your dog's tags. It's bull crap, and nobody should be out there acting like they're on some moral high ground that they have a right to look up anybody that's down, that needs help, and does a fundraiser. And God forbid you've ever talked to Steve McRae, because then you're a fucking criminal, and you're going to get your shit looked up. Now, you might be sitting there saying,
well, I can't say anything positive about Steve either. So there's that. But this group, their hatred for each other is what fuels all of these fires, y'all.
Hey, man, I don't care. I've got nothing to hide. That's not the point. Who the hell is he? He ain't shit. He's an asshole that goes on Twitter and slanders people. He's just some little fucking puke that lives in his mom's basement. It's got nothing better to do than play fart cough and act like a jack off. So, if you're all right with him, good for you. I think he's a fucking...
Marlene, you have to take some of this with the, like, a little grain of salt because he's saying that, but there's not proof in his video to support that. Now, again, he was a mod of his, so maybe they showed proof of some of that, but it's not in this video for full context.
An idiot, and I'm sorry about your luck that you're that easily entertained. That's not my problem. What is my problem is when he tells people, this guy made death threats and threatens to beat people up. Oh, yeah? Let's look at that fucking screenshot right now. First screenshot you're looking at.
That's the one I just showed you.
It's been on the screen for a second. Is what Unirock calls a death threat. And yeah, when I said this on a sock account, I was really pissed. And I was pissed because my mother had just passed away. I had already left his Discord. And this dumb fuck decides to take a vote on things that I said to him that were rude. And if they need to punish me.
Things that his mod said to him that might be rude. They needed to take a vote on it to see if he needed to be punished. The fuck is this shit?
And they decided I needed a 72-hour ban. They're stupid to even fucking realize I'm already gone or didn't care. After the 72 hours, he sends me an invalid invite. Invalid because I had already been banned. They banned me after I left. I guess that's his way of firing me after I quit. But I digress. This isn't a death threat. And I'm, like I say, man, I'm sorry you're a piece of shit and had a doxer named Katie Joy Paulson in your server for God knows how long, 9 months. And at least 7 of those months after she doxed Bite Me Now, you didn't do shit about it. And you know what, on that topic, Uni? You know what made that dox a CSA worse? You did.
Creep show art.
Because you could have just kicked KJ. You could have deleted that link. But no, you had to go out on Twitter and do a Periscope and tell the world where to find that dox and actually give the name of the website that contained her information. Do you know how many more people knew where to find Creepshow Art's information after you did that compared to before when KJ dropped it in a private server? Well, you'd think a lot, but it was only a few more probably because your Twitter's sucking. It was the middle of the night. But I digress. The point of it was, then you went on, put that Twitter on YouTube.
Sounds like the same fucking bullshit that they do now. Just switching up people, switching up bullshit, switching up stories, but the same exact thing.
And everybody and their brother knew, oh, wow, if I need to know Shannon's information, all I got to do is go to local firms. It's old news now, so I'm saying it, and I don't give a shit. And I'm really not in a good mood, dude, because I really don't have time for your bullshit right now. But what I can tell you is that if you continue to talk shit about me in a slanderous way and say that I have made death threats and I am trolling people, I have a threat for you that's a promise. And it has nothing to do with the physical confrontation. What it has to do with is you getting first to C&D. And if you ignore that C&D, I will follow through with a lawsuit. And you won't like it. And mommy won't be bringing you fucking grilled cheese sandwiches anymore while you play fart cop. You'll be...
Did you hear that? The mom, the basement. Why do you think all of uni, why do you think he triggers so easily? Because his mods have been... Everybody that's left him has used these things because they know this stuff, and that's why they use it against him. Again, take it with a grain of salt, because again, these are the extreme antis. Well, some of them, this one associates with some of them. But there's two sides to every story here, and you can see a pattern of very clear behavior, and then the instant threats of lawsuits, all of this shit is very telling too.
Fuck. This next screenshot is the first time I communicated with Natalie. Natalie and I did not communicate during the Tati Westbrook.
Natalie, the one that it currently was named in the threatening emails. The Kenneth, that's Natalie. Listen to this. So he's admitting that he had been, in conversation with her.
Katie Joy Paulson lawsuit. I blocked her throughout that lawsuit because I didn't know who was impersonating who, and I wanted nothing to do with the spoofings and hackings and all of the other things that were going on around the people that were filling out declarations. I'm also going to include the second DM where her and I exchanged communications, and you can see that I told her I had her blocked. She understood why I had her blocked, and we both agreed at that time that we were looking forward to better times on the internet, fun streams, stuff like that. No more of all of the horrible things that were going on during that lawsuit. At that point, it seemed as though all of this bullcrap was coming to an end.
Random strangers on the internet writing legal papers to submit for a lawsuit that had nothing to do with them. Can you imagine that shit?
This screenshot is my first communication ever with Little Miss Noble, June 24th.
I don't know who that is even.
I reached out because I seen a lot of people were giving her shit. This was before she did any streams or made any videos besides the one where she said she wasn't the hacker. She was getting a lot of shit from a lot of people.
Supposedly there was hackers involved.
And I was flat out concerned. I reached out, and you can see here that I told her I would be glad when the authorities get through covering all this and figuring out who did what. And, it'll take the pressure and a lot of this speculation off you and the people that were being accused at that time.
Same thing now. And guess what? I got an email about some hacker bullshit last night. Shocker, shocker.
Now, I realize a lot of things have came out since I made this DM to her. And I still feel the same. Let the authorities figure this stuff out.
I'm with that.
Do you not care that a large portion comes out of your check each week for taxes for law enforcement? Let them do their job. And no offense to any of you guys looking into this, wanting to connect the dots. That's great. See what you can figure out. see how much bullshit we've been fed. Terrific. But I'm going to tell you this. A lot of the speculation yet some of you are doing is just muddy in the waters. It really is. There's no way anyone out there doesn't have bias now. And you're putting things together without all the facts. You don't have access to the crime labs. You're not tracing IPs. A lot of this theory and conjecture that you're putting together, you know, one day you're solid on it. The next day something else comes out and it blows it all away. Just let the cops do their job. And no offense, some of you are very dear friends to me, but none of you are who I would pick to look into this from YouTube. The angry cops or donut operator. I'm going to pick somebody from YouTube to figure out this mess. It's going to be one of those guys. And both of them would tell me, dude, get lost. We don't have time for this bullshit. But the account on your screen right now is Progressive Conservative. This is the account that was mentioned in Nat's video. What is their level of involvement? I have absolutely no clue. If I guess, this account was fresh in people's minds when they were making videos because it was dumping lots and lots of screenshots, lots of them, and asking questions. As far as I know, that's their level of involvement. Posting screenshots on Twitter. When that account...
July 10th, 2020 on Moderate Extremist channel. Yes, Sheila, that's why I'm trying to give everybody like an understanding that this shit has been going on. They're bringing up names that had shit to do with the KJ and Tati lawsuit. Like, this is a whole hell of a mess, y'all. Like, it is not. That's why I'm giving the warning and a little bit of the history. This is the only time I'm going to even be playing this shit, but I want people to understand that this whole group still fucks around just depending on who they hate and who they have passed with. I ain't messing with a single one of them. Get the hell away from me and all your weird shit.
was brought up. That is who Nat met.
Listen.
She didn't mean.
Listen to this again.
That is who Nat met. She didn't mean moderate extremist. I've already covered that she knows who I am. Thank you very much, Unirock.
Let us know what she has 3 families in the community helping her, and her friend Esther, and her oldest nephew helped last year.
The audio is really hard on this to understand, even on the original. I'm sorry for that. Again, moderate extremist. I'll add his link to the thing. He hangs out with people I don't like, but this is the video, so.
That's just what she said. I do not know the names, but I'm waiting feedback from Salt and whether I'm allowed to share them or not, because Little Miss Noble lied a lot, so I'm unsure whether these people are involved or not.
Bullshit.
And she said, okay, yeah, we just need to know who that helps. I appreciate you helping Miss Sally, your friend. And I said, yeah, she is. I can tell you who Little Miss Noble told me, but please don't dox them because I have no idea if she was telling me the truth.
Oh, sure.
Seeing as everyone else has been lies. And I told her who she told me. So Carly, Tina, Progressive Conservative, Man Pants, and Steve. I spoke to 4 of them.
Supposedly, this is Natalie's voice. Supposedly, this is Natalie's voice. Again, the theory is, or what I've been told by people who were directly involved with this situation, is she is not allowed to be on the internet. That's what I've been told by people who knew. But then there's also a whole lot of bullshit. Bullshit. It's crazy.
Carly, Tina, and it's not Progressive Conservative. You know whose name that is. You know who that is. She starts with moderate. So conservative, you know whose name that is. You know who that is. She's just confused. It starts with moderate. So Carly, Tina, moderate, Manda Pants, and Steve. All in the Toddy Westbrook lawsuit. And they reach out to Nat and start feeding her fake screenshots and manipulating her and shit. So Nat did us a favor. Yeah,
Nat did us a favor. Nat did us a favor.
Lied a lot.
changed her story a lot, mixed things up a lot, which is fine. She was nervous. She's probably just doing her best to try and, she's doing her best to try and just put this together and get it out. But at least she just told us exactly who is involved. She just said it. For anyone out there to say it's a conspiracy theory, to think that these people are involved in some way, are you fucking nuts? It is a conspiracy theory to think it out of the blue. Okay? So let's say that she just throws out someone's random name. Okay, I'll use one. Manda Pants. I don't know who that is. I've heard that name come up, but, I don't know much else other than that. So let's pretend we go look at Manda Pants, and we see that Manda Pants has nothing to do with any of this. She's just giving an opinion on it. Bam. Okay, fine. Well, I'm just saying, theoretically, let's say Manda Pants is just someone who gives an opinion online about it. Maybe it's a conspiracy to say that Manda Pants is involved with anything.
Do you understand how fucking insane this shit is? Insane.
Because if you look at Manda Pants, I'm not saying in real life, I'm saying theoretically. If Manda Pants was, let's do it like this. Let's say she mentioned someone named Gus Gus. Gus is my cat, if you didn't know. So she says somebody named Gus Gus. So then we go look at Gus Gus, and all Gus Gus does is give his opinion on the stuff going on. Maybe it's a conspiracy to say that Gus Gus is involved. Maybe. I'm not going to say it is or isn't. Maybe. Okay? But when she names Tina and Steve and one of the people out there who's been lying and trolling in this the whole time, who I won't name their name because they're just an extremely volatile, evil troll who sends death threats to people and threatens to kill people and beat them up, which is extremely interesting.
Do you understand that these were people that commentated on the bullshit and tried to help rationalize some of this like we've been doing, and got caught in the middle of all their fuckery and their bullshit years ago? And this is all the same bullshit going on today. Same thing, same players involved, just a different story, just a different manipulative group, just a different scenario, same fucking shit, same theories, spun every freaking thing. It's disgusting. Anybody that comes in, tries to rationalize with anything, you can throw logic right out the window because you're not dealing with logical people whatsoever in this at all. That's why I'm saying stay the fuck away from them. And every one of them saying, well, Nat's this horrible person. Well, every one of those fuckers has used Nat for their own good. Every one of those people. Uni, Steve, shit, EKC's got a whole folder dedicated to emails with her and Nat. She's sick, mentally ill, unstable, and they loved it because she did all of this nonsense to involve all of the bullshit and get people going. Why do you think they use Vada? Why do you think they use Erica? I mean, from my understanding, like you guys have said, they don't hold a candle to her. Well, I know a few of those better than a lot of you do, and they're similar. But they're in the United States is the other different part of this whole thing too. These people are all bullshit. Every bit of it.
Think that their name came up here while, that is literally the issue that's going on in this, right? So I think that, I might have to send some emails here after this, but either way.
And we're going to wrap this up with some audio from man himself, Unirock. If he's on the case, he's going to figure it out. Hey man, there's some new drama, and I don't know jack dick.
Okay, I don't necessarily care for this guy just because of his affiliations and associations, and he's one of those black or white, can't be gray. He had to go from one side to the other. Totally fine, whatever. But that freaking shit when he does his voice cracks me the hell up. I just have to say that. And again, I don't know this guy. I've heard mixed things about him. I've heard that people really thought that he was going to stay middle ground and just logical, and that didn't happen. But again, that's not how that type of personality works.
About it, because I don't know jack dick about shit, but I can tell you this: if somebody is going to be involved with the authorities, I guarantee I'm going to attach Steve, Tina, Kim, and oh my God, no way, moderate extremist. I get a chance to connect moderate extremists too. Oh my God, I want to get him so bad. He made a video, Kim trolled me with it. It made me look like an asshole. And Augie and Blowbacks and Nick all made fun of me, and they laughed at me. And I swear to God, that goddamn motherfucking moderate extremist son of a bitch. Oh, sorry, you fucked up again. Have a nice day, and bye-bye, dickhead. Bye-bye, dickhead.
I'm sorry. I love the ending of that. I can't help it, but I do love the ending because he sounds just like him. And I figured out the reason why Uni is now in women's business. He can't handle the men. He's already been down that road. Red's rhetoric. There's a whole lot of lives you can go find of men calling him out on his bullshit. He couldn't handle that arena. That's why he's moved over to the women. Well, guess what? You probably should have stuck to the men because this group of women absolutely knows your history, knows how you behave, knows your patterns. We do our research. Unlike the ones that came before us, there's a lot of people around here that don't forget, and sure as hell aren't going to let you forget about all this stuff either. And we don't have a side. We're not black and white in this situation. We are gray in this situation. You're all messy and want nothing to do with any of you. As far as me, nothing. We will not be promoting these people. This is a solid hail to the nah, nah. They're not welcome anywhere around me. You don't fuck with my kids. And then associate with the very person who did it and expect to get some credence because people are calling Uni out. No, Steve, you can go fuck yourself.
Okay, we're here to talk about scary people. They're trying to be scary, right?
Let's move into a current. This is from Unirock 2. This is from April 21st, I think is the first. This is when he first started talking about the docs. We're only going to do a quick bit of this and then I'm going to call it for the night. But I really want people to understand that there's a lot more going on here than meets the eye. And this is a long history of a lot of fucked up people that I want nothing to do with. And I really, really encourage you, especially the females, to be very cautious. Very cautious.
You might as well give it to him. Should we give it to him?
I give him the attempt, yes, sir.
The attempt, they've tried. They have tried to scare us with their doxing threats and their familial.
This is just from a couple weeks ago, Marcy. This is on his Unirock 2 channel. This is why he started using his Unirock 2 channel.
Threats, but it did not work. Hello, everybody. I haven't gone live here in a while, mostly because you guys responded to my live streams on Rock-A-Lot in a very big way. 8,000 subs or something, 7,000 subs over there, I don't know. And we had a bunch of memberships and gifted memberships. So I didn't really want to incite you to join Unirock 2 by streaming here. So make sure that you know that. This is still where we're going to stream a show. The actual, so it'll be shorter to the point. And the live streams, the live stream podcast, the thing me and Navy do and the thing that we do over there will be on Rock-A-Lot still. And lots of extra live streams are on kick.com. Nope, that's TikTok. Kick.com/Unirock. I think.
Truth hurts, I'm glad.
I should have put the TV on it. I'm a little dumb. Yeah, it's Unirock. All right. We're here though to do a pre-show, the first show. Now, if you want to watch me reacting to what they've said about me today, you'll have to watch that over on Rock-A-Lot, and it'll be live.
Now, tell me this wasn't all like the channel said, or the title says, Bullhorn Betty and Jonathan Lee Rich's dox me, an update on the last couple weeks month. This is the opening of this. This is on Unirock 2 again, his big channel.
And right after this, I'm testing this new feature with YouTube where it'll redirect you right there. Like when I end this, supposedly you should appear over at Rock-A-Lot, my extra channel for our stuff. Now, this is probably also, as soon as I start talking, I'm still like babbling. As soon as I actually tell you what's going on, it's going to be demonetized. So I would appreciate anyone to like the video, share the video. Doesn't matter if you have a lot of followers or anything.
The video is going to be demonetized.
Like that. And I think that's about it. I think we can roll into this. So I'm here, as you saw in the title and in the description and thumbnail. We, as you saw, we are, of course, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say, Navy? I'm sitting here making sure we're shared, and I shouldn't have done that while I'm talking.
The reason why we're over here.
Yeah, we're over here because, of course, the doxing. I said it out loud. If I use that word, I get demonetized. That's basically it. That's basically how this works.
So he's demonetized again. That's not the case. But
So
okay.
I figured this out. It's one of those words that YouTube has put on their demonetized list for whatever reason. I don't know why, if you're just talking about it in the kind of way we are, but I don't know if they just don't want to run ads on videos about this stuff. If that's what they don't want to do, that's fine. But either way, when you get demonetized, you get restricted. So that's why I'm asking you to share, and I typically don't do that too much. Okay, let's get going. This all started before Molly Golightly got banned, but if you've seen any of my recent videos or come over here because I've advertised this channel on Rock a lot, you know that Molly Golightly got banned. So basically what happened there was she had shown a tenant, she was a landlord, in her spare time or something.
She was not a tenant. It was an Airbnb. So once again, misrepresenting the truth.
I think it was like her fourth job. I don't know, but she had taken a picture of a landlord of a tenant's license, showed it on screen, and got banned from YouTube. So
we have no idea if that's actually what got her banned. Again, completely unsure, but he's going to go with it. So that's how that video starts off. Let's continue. This is clipped out. Again, you can see it on Unirock 2, Bullhorn Betty, and Jonathan Lee Rich's Dox Me.
Eddie, just
she can convince them that the only channel you have is Rock a lot.
Sure. And that's why if you're from Betty's audience and you click this video, or you end up seeing any of our videos, and I mean anyone that criticizes Betty, just know that they don't care enough about you to actually be real with you. They lie to you, not just about us, the people that they dox, target, attack for doing things that they say we should be able to do. They talk about rights.
Shaky, I'm really curious on that in general. I'm wondering because there's a reason that channel's got 20,000 subs on it and it sits and he doesn't put anything up there. Like there's a reason for that for sure.
Talk about the rights that they have. They know that them having those rights and wanting to exercise those rights means that others have those rights. So if you're from their channels, just know they're using you. They're using you for your donations and the clicks that you give that give monetization, and they're lying to you. That's why they're using you. But we people sub to you. You need people membership to you. I don't lie to you. I'm telling you the truth. Go look through any of my.
Well, that didn't age well, did it?
Content, and if you find anything that's not right, you're more than welcome to write us. We'll be able to back up anything that we put out.
They'll be able to back up anything that he puts out. Anything.
Back to what I was saying. So I made sure to tag her from the main channel so that she knows this, and I'm saying this for a reason.
Okay, just remember those claims, okay?
A tragedy on our live stream on Rock a Lot. And those of you that are subscribed to Unirock 2 that have hung around here, you know that my son did have a tragedy, an emergency. We've gotten it completely taken care of. It's actually, it's a thing of the past now, but it did take me away from uploads. Now I have been working on uploads and I've been really slow about it. And I have, a few things we're going to do to get me back into the upload schedule.
This motherfucker's got more excuses than I do fucking hairs on my head. No shit. I have never heard somebody throw so many excuses out for every fucking thing. I can't do uploads, these documentaries, the videos constantly. I work all day long. Like, really, dude? Shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to get partnered with Meta PC. I don't know how it's going to work because I don't know.
Is that why he started using his bigger channel? Because he's trying to get partnered with a computer system?
I don't know if I'm big enough. Maybe if I upload a little bit, they'll pick.
Not on YouTube.
Pick me up. But either way, I'm going to buy
Linda.
2 PCs from Meta PC.
Have a good night.
One for Rachel, one for myself. My son can have this one whenever he's in the office so that we have 3 workstations going at once, which will help streamline my workload so that I can give you more uploads. So
help streamline my workload. Are you fucking joking right now?
Yeah, if you find interest in any of that stuff, make sure you're watching out for my uploads. Now, what am I working on? I'm working on, if you've ever watched a Unirock TV kind of.
Okay. Next clip. Holy shit. Yes, delusional comes to mind. Absolutely. All right, now we're moving to Rock a Lot. This is the one that starts with number 2, JLR investigates and Bullhorn Betty dox me. Show number 2, first show on the other channel. This is the next clip.
On YouTube, where we just finished an emergency broadcast.
That was an emergency broadcast on the previous channel.
Notice?
Tiffs, nobody would have known that. You don't need to put that in my comment section. Please delete your comment. Nobody had a clue. I wasn't even talking about that whatsoever. Please delete your comment. Nobody needs to know that. I don't know why you feel the need to tell anybody. Thank you. That's not even the concept of that clip, but okay, move on.
And we're coming over here because we're going to go more in depth in the doxing of me and my family by JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches, the coward, and Bullhorn Betty the crybaby. Oh my God, I didn't dox you. You're so dishonest. And it's so cringy. Oh, Navy, why do they overdose us on the cringe? We're supposed to only hit.
They're overdosing us on the cringe. They're overdosing us.
A little bit of this stuff, bro. Like,
well,
wow.
I don't know, man. It's
Thank
crazy
you.
because when Betty was talking about this prior to this event happening, she was talking about going after people, and we were like, we'll go after you and your wife and kids and your grandparents. It was fucking random cringe. Like, who the fuck says I'm going to go after your grandparents? And then it's just weird.
Maybe they think they were going after my wife, but I don't have a wife. Oh God, they're so bad at this. We're going to open this though. This stream we are going to open in a highly professional fashion. You see, Betty didn't know that I actually am a big YouTuber. I'm just kidding. I only have.
This is how, what? Huh? What?
40,000 subs back on my main channel when I quit posting there. But my channel, the entire concept of it was ruined by the early algorithm on YouTube. Now, if I want.
What did you say, Starry Night? Talk about that at the beginning, then use the word overdose. Is that totally ironic word choice? Starry Night, I don't know. I must have missed something. I'm sorry.
Wanted to go back to Unirock TV, I probably could. And the thing is, what people like Betty and JLR don't think about is that I don't make decisions about how I'm going to do things on this channel based on what I want or something, right? Like, I'm looking at what will work from a content perspective. What are you going to be interested in? And at the same time,
oh, of that one, Starry Night, I didn't even pay attention to that. I'm sorry. That was totally not even what I was paying attention to in that whole thing. I'm sorry, I missed it.
What fits what I want to do. So that's secondary. What I want to do is secondary because if I sit here with 2 viewers, I'm not going to have any, like, no one's going to watch. I mean, look, Betty wants viewers. JLR wants viewers. They're desperate for them. They will lie for them. They will ruin their name.
Isn't this ironic?
Will embarrass themselves. They'll tell lies from one night to the next morning, like giant lies. They'll sit and say, remember the big video that I kept playing because I was so shocked by Betty going, ruin their lives. What was the quote, Navy? She screamed out that cringy ass, make their lives hell.
Yes, because you're making my life hell. Yep.
Make their lives hell. I can't do it. Make their lives hell. But anyway, she screamed this cringy thing out because she's so mad.
Oh my God, this drives me nuts. Oh, Starry Night. I'm sorry. Yeah, that went right over my head. I didn't even catch it.
Betty, I've been criticizing you. I have been joking with you.
He's been joking with them.
Calling out when you are being terrible to other people, which means you deserve way worse of a ribbing. You deserve way worse of commentary treatment. I don't know. Than I'm giving you. I really, do you not see how, look at what JLR did that night. They defended his actions, yet at the same time, believe that somehow they're going to convince people they're the good guys. Now, then they get mad at me. And they're so angry, I don't think they really even listen to my
Millie, he's only been live on Kick and Twitter, to my understanding, not on YouTube. It's interesting how he can point out all of this stuff about Betty's behavior, her lying from one moment to the next, all of these things, but he isn't self-aware enough to understand he just did the same exact thing.
Show. Because that's the trap of what I do.
Here's the trap.
I've described it. I didn't hide it. Nobody can say I'm playing tricks on these people. Nobody can say I'm being dishonest or anything. I'm right out in front of them telling them I'm going to prove what content that I do. It'll be honest content. It's going to be jokes.
Honest content, okay?
And I'm going to be poking at you in a very funny kind of comedic way. And you are...
I haven't heard any comedy yet.
Going to be so upset by the hypocrisy that my jokes exercise upon you, like someone trying to bring a demon out of somebody, right? I'm exercising these comedic little memes and jokes on you, and my audience is laughing at it and sharing them and loving.
I haven't seen anybody laugh at one of your fucking jokes yet.
Them and all this, and they end up making the best memes out of everything. And because of those memes, it embarrasses them. They want to be in on the joke. They hate the fact that they are the joke, and then they get angry.
Kind of seems like self-reflection. You hate that you are the joke, so you became the joke.
And when they're very angry, they lash out. I'm going to come after your parent. And your grandparents and your family. They don't even know that I don't have grandparents anymore. They don't even know that. And I do have a single grandparent left. Actually, that's not quite true, even though it is. I have one left, but he's not in great health. And what I was saying was I don't have like that. They're acting like I have that family unit still there. But unfortunately, that family unit has...
I really don't think that they gave enough about the shit to think that far into any of this. And they got a rile out of him. Again, this is the second video that he claimed he was doxxed in. No proof has been shown yet.
Lived their life. They've made it through their entire family unit.
Okay, again, I don't care about that stuff. We'll get into that tomorrow. That's enough of that. I just wanted to leave it with some of the irony of the shit he said recently about this doxing, because I have looked through those videos and I have yet to find where he was actually doxed by these people. The letter we know wasn't a dox. It's just not there. I guess there's the Twitter head, or not Twitter head, the Twit herself has been posting more stuff by JLR. I mean, now she's just become the press release of JLR. Now that's fucking funny, but not shocking either, considering that she's Molly's crony too and lies on behalf of her. Like, none of this shit's shocking. None of it. I guess he sent some letter of intent to ask the federal courts to be able to sue Uni. Like, this shit's so fucking stupid and so many distractions that are happening. And really, realistically, it's stupid as fuck. I want nothing to do with any of these people. Oh yeah, Kinsey, it's been out there for years. He said it in the same video. He says his own full name in one of the same videos that he claims he was doxxed in. Oh my God, Cherish. I know the excuses are, I swear, y'all, I can't. Sith, save yourself. It's not worth it. Puny. We're going to get in that tomorrow. I'm so done with this shit. Please, y'all, look at Queen's title for her live. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. All right, y'all. Queen's live. Go over there. She's going to explain that fuckery. Please, though, if you do anything on my behalf, if you trust me even a little bit, don't trust my credibility. If you really are hell-bent on fucking with that group of people, want to know their side of things, anything like that, please proceed with caution and do your research. Y'all, this isn't funny. These people are absolutely over the top insane. I have been so thankful because so many of my amazing subs that have been here from like day one know what this group is like, and they have been that gray area. They call it for what it is. They see it. Unfortunately, some of them did support Uni and they've fallen to the wayside too about that. But all of this stuff is the same. And these people are dangerous in their movements and their behaviors. And we don't know who's watching us. They have zero fucking care. They don't care who they're inciting stuff against. And it's really weird how it's always women with kids. I mean, you tell me what these people are really like. That's a man to me. No, you a bitch. You a bitch, and so is your whole crew. Because if this whole letter lies about the letter would have never happened, none of this would have happened. Well, it would have happened because I would have exposed him, but they wouldn't have taken it this route. You got yourself in this position because of lies. And then now we're getting death threats because of covering your bullshit behavior. Fuck that shit. Not gonna happen. Well, and it's not even a death threat. It's some veiled threat about putting me on the dark web or I don't even fucking know. It's so stupid. Yeah, please stay away. I am not I'm not trying to discredit anybody of doing your own, do your research, but please be careful. Like, y'all know I don't play with mental health. You know that it's not something that I take lightly to. This is something I felt so important to tell and to talk about because these people play with mentally ill people to do their dirty work. It's not okay. And none of them are any better than the next one. Now there's some lawsuit going on. Head on over to Queen Bee's. I'll see you guys later tonight. I got to go cook dinner. I will see you guys probably not tomorrow, actually. Kenzie and me got to go get shoes. We got to go get glasses. She's got a doctor's appointment. I got a nail appointment. So if I see you guys live tomorrow, it'll probably be in the evening, but I might not. I might take the day off tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys Thursday. And then we're going to the races on Saturday. Taking you guys to the races. Yes, Shaky, absolutely. The Jilly Juice Days. Oh my God, Cherish. I just heard that name the other day. Oh my God. And by the way, Golden Gypsy, you a bitch. You lying bitch. Haha. I love it watching people get exposed that I told you guys about. That I'm like, I knew it was coming. I knew that shit was coming because once they show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Have a good night, y'all.
How do I say goodbye? Glad you came. Closing time. Hit the road, Jack. You don't have to go home, but make the best of this test and don't ask why. But you can't stay